Hey everybody! Hey, welcome to episode 5/6 of Cloak and Gavel, Blades in the Dark. Because I apparently lost the VOD of our last week's game, which kind of sucks because I'm dumb. But a quick little recap of that before we jump in and introduce and everything and get going, just so everyone gets going. So we merged crews. We our crew together, Cloak and Gavel, we merged with, what were they, the Unseen? Not the Unseen, the Forgotten or something like that. They're a bunch of orphans and veterans who help out with people. They're led by a Lieutenant Drake, and you guys dealt with them and agreed that you guys could work well together. Around that same time, you were getting some economic pressure by the Circle of Flame, by a banker who was coming by your old shop, Badger's Tinkerer's shop, saying that you need to pay this coin or we're going to evict you, because they own the deed to the land that the Tinkerer's shop's on. You go there to meet them, try to intimidate them, and they're like, "Ha, we like the cut of your jib." It's really cute that you're doing this, but you're still going to owe us this money unless you do this job for us. And I believe that job was to go kill the demon that currently resides and controls all of the Lost District, which I'm going to actually jump over here so you guys can see what we're talking about on the map. It's the city of Duskvol. All the way down here at the bottom is the Lost District. You can see that this spot is actually outside of the realm of the protection of the electro fence. Imagine this is Jurassic Park, keeping the ghosts out or in. People in and the ghosts out. So we're going into this Lost District. The Lost District has plenty of good, profitable relics and things like that in it, but it's also fucking overrun with ghosts and monsters and terrors, which is why it's very difficult. No one's ever reclaimed it or tried to. We don't know that much about the demon, if I recall correctly. But were we given a stipend for like getting gear and stuff? Was that a thing?
Yeah, he said that we could.
Yeah, right. I feel like they said they were going to help you a little bit getting like good gear.
Yep.
It sounds like because they don't want to, like, they're investing in you a little bit here, and they don't want you to die. But if you die, they write it off, and it's like, oh, that was easy, right? Cool.
Yeah, like medium investment.
Yeah. So, really hoping that that Noogie was going to be here because he's going to be super useful. Especially after I did a bunch of these random rolls earlier yesterday and today, coming up with what the Lost District was in our game will look like. Because just like in every Blades game, you kind of come up with a lot of stuff together. A lot of things in the world are very much prompts that you as a group will flesh out, find what's important. Because we're all going to be kind of responsible for tone and themes and things like that. So, with that being said, let's jump into introductions and stuff. So, hey, I'm the person rambling here is Eric. I'm EricVulgaris here on the internet, and this is Cloak and Gavel. This is the Blades in the Dark game using Sean Nittner's Vigilantes playbook. We have been a little bit on the little bloodthirsty edge, but I think we're tuning it back into a little bit more for good. Especially, we'll see. We'll see with the merging of the old other crew into our group. See maybe if that orientates the our moral compass a little bit, right? So, anyways, with me are two of the of our group here. Let's go in order. So, Storm, what's up, buddy? Remind everybody who you're playing, and tell us how you're doing and all that kind of stuff. And what's new with you? What level you're at in Pokemon Go? Everything.
I am level 13 in Pokemon Go, and I got a level 1,000, almost 1,100 Lapras. Suck my dick.
I wish I had a Lapras, man. I'm looking for a Lapras.
My friend cracked his 10k egg and got a 155 Growlithe. I just cracked up laughing. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am Storm, and you can catch me on Twitter at IncrediblyT, or you can follow me on Twitch, where I stream my Out of the Abyss campaign, which I DM every Saturday at 7 p.m. GMT.
How is Out of the Abyss, by the way? I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Fucking crazy. It's nuts, dude. Like, for real. Like, these guys have got nothing on them at all. They escaped from prison. They started as captives, and they have no equipment whatsoever, and they're making their way through the Underdark, completely lost, no idea where they're going. And it's great. It's hilarious. It makes for some very interesting encounters, considering it's all just randomized and dice rolled.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, no,
fun. I'm very fun.
I'm considering doing something like that. I'm considering running some pre-published modules, but instead of 5th edition, I'm going to use World of Dungeons because I'm a monster. But yeah,
nice.
if it's good, because I was reading Strahd and I was a little bit disappointed with Curse of Strahd.
Yeah, me too.
So,
that's what I would like. I had a toss up between taking, because we just finished. Because I'm new to RPGs still, right?
Yeah.
So the first campaign that I ran was like the starter one, the Lost Mines of Phandelver,
which is good. I thought it was
good. Which was really good, but they breezed through it like way too easy.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys need a challenge. So it was a toss up between Curse of Strahd and Out of the Abyss, and Out of the Abyss won by miles when I read it. Really, really good campaign, really fun. Allows for a lot of GM interpretation of how you want to run it and how you want to screw with them and stuff like that.
Rad.
But,
awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. And I'm playing Dex, the slide manipulator, spy man person, talkative guy who's not really going to do well talking with demons. We need Noogie. Where is he?
Yeah, we need some bullets. But anyways,
I need bullets.
Yeah, awesome. So I'm so glad to have you guys back. And let's see Frasure. How you doing, buddy?
Good. I hacked Pokemon Go or whatever it is to get it in Canada just last night. I'm already level 5 and everybody else is miles ahead of me, and there's 2 gyms with like 1,200 things around, but I have an American tech on my team who's had it since the beginning, so I joined his team, and when he takes over gyms, and I just put my stuff there too.
Oh yeah, that's the way to do it.
Piggyback
on other people.
Yeah.
It seems super fun, and I'm liking it so far. And I'm back in Fort Mac, the place that burned down, and it is like a ghost town because something like 60% of the people returned here. So you cannot even like get fast food here. There's no one staffing them.
Holy shit! That's
so. Where are you? What is this?
Fort McMurray.
What is that? So like a military base or some shit?
No. It's like a small town that is primarily for oil fields work. And there's nobody here.
There was a huge wildfire not that long ago.
Insane.
Oh yeah, no, I remember you said. Shit.
Yeah, so I had to flee,
crazy.
and now I'm back. And like the theater just reopened now, so at least after this, I might be able to go see a movie at least, because there's nothing else to do here really.
Yeah, awesome.
And the only movie that they have so far, it's free. They reopened it for free for people, but they only have like Civil War still because they're like 2 months behind. So they don't even have Finding Dory yet. So.
Oh man, Finding Dory.
I need to see that too.
I want to see it.
That's awesome. So cool. So let's get back into the game. So I think, guys, we're going to get ready to go into the Lost District. Was there anything we wanted to do?
Where did we pick off? Were we downtime stuffs last time, or?
We're not really in. Yeah, I guess we're technically in. I guess downtime, but.
Did we finish doing our downtime actions? Though, is what I mean.
Oh.
I don't think we used any. I think we set up the scene and then left.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So if we wanted to do some like research of the Lost City, if we wanted to like acquire some assets that might help us, something like that.
It would be really useful if you had an ex-investigator with us, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Typical Noogie. Just kidding. I love that guy.
Oh, inspector, not investigator. That's my bad. Everybody here? No.
No.
Half party today.
No, we just play. Yeah, we just play whatever.
Jawn is away in Finland, and Noogie has forsaken us.
Well, it's okay, because to be honest with you, I'm not sure you guys are going to be able to kill this demon in one fell swoop. But then, when I say that, you guys are probably going to roll nothing but 6s now, and we're going to see, right? So, yeah. Okay.
I'll be taking narrative control, please.
So, yeah, if I recall, so the last time we played, then, we kind of just, you guys kind of finished, quote unquote, a mission of recruiting those guys into your group. So yeah, we would be in downtime. So you can spend your coin or rep for downtime actions.
Right. Um.
Or I could just do it for free.
I mean, everybody gets 2 free ones, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
To really do what you need to do, you probably need to spend coin. Like, for most games.
Yeah, because by spending
the pacing
coin,
of a game, yeah.
what is it that you normally spend, coin or rep? Because I know we get the option to do both because we're vigilantes.
You normally spend coin.
Okay, but we can do rep.
Yeah, you can spend coin to augment the type of assets you get, because you acquire assets based on your crew's tier, and by spending coin, you can get improved assets. You can spend coin basically to just like bump up and augment any role that you kind of do here, and you can also spend coin to literally give you new actions.
Yeah. Okay. So, I think somewhat my duty, I should probably go and speak to Nyrix at least for a minute and say hi.
Oh yeah. You want to say, well, hi/bye?
Yeah, I just want to check in and make sure everything's okay.
Aw. Yeah.
I gotta look after my fiance, bro.
Right.
Beloved.
I think oh boy. So you know she's a ghost, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So I think we might see a scene where you guys are in your bedroom, and she mentions that, like, well, it's like, you know, she's like upset that she's a little bit distraught that you're leaving, right, to go on this dangerous mission, and she would hate to have to go pay a crew to go recover your body so you can get your ghost so we can always be wed, anyways, right?
Oh boy.
So she says she would hate that because I don't think she coyishly or like toying with you thinks and suggests that if you ever came back as a ghost, whatever body you would possess would never be as handsome as this one, right? Your original one, and all these things, and she just loves you so much, and she wants to give you kisses, and she tells you that if before you go, then in my dresser, I can't grab this for reasons I'm about to tell you. There's a Spirit Bane charm that has a picture of her in it. It's an amulet, and it wants you to keep it.
Close to
Since you're going into Lost District because it's full of ghosts. And I think, you know, once again, she kind of like maybe like she's kissing, she like bites your neck. Not like a vampire way. No, not a vampire way, right? Like in like a sexy way, and be like be on guard because you know, the ghosts in the Lost District are not going to be as nice as me. Right? As the ones that you know.
I love having creepy girlfriends. This is brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I take the Spirit Bane charm and stuff.
I mean, that's a freebie, but like, anything you want to say there or anything like that, right?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think I'm rather solemn and just kind of like listening to her talk. Like, this is kind of like your mum nagging you a little bit. It's like, listen, you gotta wear these and you gotta come home at like 10 o'clock and you're not allowed to do this. Yeah. And
I'm my stoic little Dex, my little soldier.
Yeah, I'm just like, yes.
So he's all grown up, like she's like straightening out like your boutonnieres and like your like armor, and you know, she's like, oh,
dude,
now you come back to me.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay,
or
yes,
I will haunt you.
Right.
That's what
What'd she say?
She's like, now you come back to me, or I will haunt you.
Okay. That's her fucked up sense of humor. It's okay.
Yeah,
I'm used to
I
it.
know.
But yeah, I'm just like, yes, my love. Okay, sure, fine. Blah blah blah. Done.
Yeah. Awesome.
Blah blah blah.
Cool. Blah blah blah. She's
I
like,
should probably find a ring at some point.
do you say that you love her? Like, you know, do you say anything?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is yeah? What is
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I did that.
Yeah. No,
I think I said I love you to my fiance.
Yeah. No.
Like, is that? I'm basically what I'm asking. Is that intentional? What you just did there?
What?
Like, were you having okay, no, I thought you were saying like, yeah, like, as in that's what your character was doing, not you.
No, it was me thinking about.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry to say that. That's kind of rude of me. I'm sorry. I thought that was what your character was doing. The nonchalant, like, yeah, I love you or whatever.
Yeah, no. No, I would say I love you, and it would be solemn and sincere.
Yeah. Okay,
no
cool.
food league.
Awesome. You guys
I need
passionately.
more alcohol. This is getting crazy already.
You guys passionately kiss, whatever, one last time before you step out ready to go.
Yeah, sounds good.
Now I want to know, Flint, what are you doing?
So I think I have. Did we do XP last time? I think we did, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So I have only 1 XP to go to do that. So I think I'm going to train. So I can.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I think that would be good. So I think for the idea of it, I don't really remember what they described their layer as or whatever, but I'm picturing me in like the basement of the place with like it's like all dusty, and I have like those Bruce Lee wooden karate doll.
Oh
things
yeah,
all set up, you know?
yeah. Yeah.
I can't remember what they're called. But
I don't remember either. But it's that.
Yeah.
Are you thinking about that thing that like sticks on a wall that looks
Yeah.
kind of like a shield with like the sticks sticking off of it, and you're doing like the
Yeah.
blocking water
yeah,
thing?
except I've got like
Or-
6 of them all
Okay.
around.
Or are they like the mannequin things that you punch?
Training
Yeah, like the
them.
mannequin things.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So I've got like 6 of those all around me, and then like every time the camera like pans on me or whatever, it like zooms in on my fist when it's like about to hit the mannequin or whatever, and then like a plume of dust like comes off.
Oh,
of it
yeah!
as I'm striking it.
Oh yeah, to build on that, like, you see Badger upstairs like working on like something like, you know, some kind of like complication inside of a watch, and then like he has to stop as like the earth, like, you know, like the floor shakes and stuff, and we just hear Flint going like, "Ah!" You know, and he's just like,
Yeah. And I like the idea.
and
of,
then it
like,
goes back to working on it,
yeah, it's like,
and then it cuts back to you. Yeah.
and I like the idea of like as I'm striking each one, the camera goes into like slow motion, so it's like slowly, and then bam, hits it, and then plume of dust, and then in the background with the dust, maybe we see like, since I'm haunted, my ex-wife or something in the
Silhouette
like
of the dust.
face of the dust.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's just like constantly going back and forth and doing that training and stuff, but I think like he's doing it because he's haunted and trying to like get rid of this feeling that, you know, he can sense her presence around him, and he's really frustrated, and at the end of it I think he works himself so hard that it's like he's unable to keep going, but he doesn't feel better either.
Cool. Yeah. I think while you're training, you hear his footsteps come downstairs, and it's
Badgers?
it's gonna be footsteps. It's Grimes, the Whisper,
Oh, Grimes.
and she's like smoking, and so she's actually hasn't really like come to your guys' shop too often because she's off like killing ghosts, and she maybe like when you're like after we see you like try to like shrug off the visage of your wife in the dust or whatever, like we hear a voice like from sitting on the stairs like smoking a pipe is Grimes, who's like this badass ghost hunter, and she's like, so you guys are gonna go off on this mission and not invite Grimes to kill ghosts?
Getting to it.
Yeah. Let's see. I bet you, because of his wife and stuff, he probably has like the attitude of like, I need to protect all women, even though they don't need to be protected.
Oh, she's the last person who needs protected. She's
Yeah.
really good at her job.
She's fine. Don't worry about her.
Yeah.
But yeah, well,
No.
he's probably just like probably condescending in
Oh.
a way that would like insult her and
Yeah.
say like, where we're going, darling, or something.
Oh, she
Yeah.
she takes a puff of her pipe, right? And she like blows it in your face, and she's like, "Yeah, whatever." And she's like, "Hey, wait a minute, I haven't seen your face before. You're new, right?" Because Grimes was recovered from Noogie Storm.
What's that, sorry?
It was from Moloko and Dex, and Blink, who got Grimes. I don't think Grimes has ever met you.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, so this is
Oh,
probably
yeah.
the first one, being like, and she's like, well, that was rude of me then. Grimes.
Am I with him at this point?
She like straightens her. Yeah, she wears so she has like a short what do you call it?
Bob.
Have you ever like yeah? What do you call the 1920s haircut?
I think it's a bob, right?
A bob. Yeah, it's like a bob.
Yeah.
She looks kind of like Franny Fisher, but like I think at this point, like she only she wears a little bit more like rugged leather kind of like roguish outfits. Yeah, she goes Grimes, and she kind of like coughs a little bit. And she's like a resident ghost expert.
A ghost expert, hey. Maybe you could be useful. And then I'll like grip her arm and like do a camaraderie thing, like maybe something, and then like maybe since my shirt's off, she knows that I'm a Special Forces thing because of that tattoo on my chest.
Yeah, she sees Special Forces. You know what's funny? If you want, can she have a tattoo of that as well? Actually,
sure.
Is that okay with you?
Shit.
Yeah. Because like she's a badass. She's
She's been some places, done some things, got all the t-shirts and the tattoos.
Yeah. Is there like a motto for the Special Forces that you would know, or like something that you would say? That's like, you know, some kind of like meme or like idiom that you guys would share.
Some meme.
Maybe
It just
like,
says "feels bad man" under his tattoo.
no, probably something about comrades, right? Like,
okay.
Probably like.
Yeah. I got it. I'm sorry.
What?
No, she says when she sees your tattoo, you turn around and call her darling. She's like, "Don't call me darling, comrade," as she like shows like her own tattoo or whatever and shakes her hand.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's like if you weren't a member of the forces or whatever, I would have knocked your teeth in. Right?
Cool. Yeah, and I think we'll just see like a wash of like respect come over Flint's face, and they like grip arms kind of thing.
So yeah, she mentions. So she's like, if you're gonna fight ghosts, you're gonna need to be able to do more than just punch
or talk. And I look over at
I don't think Dex is here. Dex isn't here in this scene.
I'm off doing my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's just you guys. It's just you two down here.
I'll just say or talk and kind of like.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Imply.
We see Dex drinking.
Yeah, he's just like getting wailed. He's like gonna go fight ghosts later.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Got my stuff.
Remember to pace yourself, Taylor. You need to remember what happens later.
No, I don't. I'll forget it anyway.
Yeah. So what should I increase for my advancement that would help with this?
Are you increasing your playbook?
Yeah.
Because when you gain XP, you can mark into either a skill or a playbook thing. So I wasn't sure at what point you were going to advance.
I have one away from a playbook advancement.
Got it. Oh, okay. Thank you. Let me go look at your character sheet real quick. So you're a cutter, right?
Yeah.
Well,
so
do you have Ghost Fighter?
Oh.
Ghost Fighter would be hella good because it imbues your hands, melee weapons, and tools with spirit energy, gaining potency in combat versus supernatural. And that's super good.
So maybe what happens with that is Grimes actually like wanders over to
feet first into hell. Fuck yeah, Mr. Worst. Thank you, chat. That's the best. Yep, that's the motto of the Special Forces now. Feet first into hell.
Oh, awesome! Yeah. So maybe when like the like fictionally how I get that is we grip hands and then she goes over to the mannequins and starts actually training and then teaches me how to do the ghost hunting thing.
Oh yeah. I mean, it sounds perfect, right? Like inadvertently, just this bullshit that we just came up with was perfect for that training. So
yeah,
I did not plan that. That's awesome.
I love how this bullshit always turns out to go well.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Blades.
Yeah, exactly. Blades is very much just lying and then being like, I planned it the whole time. Ta-da!
Yep.
Yeah, awesome. So yeah, I mean, Ghost Fighter makes sense and it would be really good. So I would recommend you go with Ghost Fighter, but it's your character.
Oh, Ghost Fighter it is. I like it. So I get potency, it says.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah.
Nice.
Wicked. That's really good. Okay.
So we both still have one more downtime action, and I feel like we should probably try and gather some information about about Wajimajigit, what's it called? The Lost District and this demon and who controls it.
Yeah, how are you
AKA
gonna? So tell
How do we
me,
even get
tell me
that?
what
'Cause, like-
what kind of how are you gonna get that information? I feel like those questions you're asking are very different.
Yeah,
Right.
they are.
Like one could be like the historical society has information on that stuff, but the actual dealings of the demon that lives there now would probably be in a different area. You know what I mean? That's probably
Yeah.
not kept in city records.
Well, we
Or is
have
it?
the contact of Officer Denkirk with the inspectors at the Six Towers. Maybe he knows a thing or two about demon things.
I think he's actually Charter Hall. You killed the inspector of Six Towers.
Oh, is it? Is that what I wrote down? Six Towers. Never mind. Let me-
Yeah, that was
Seriously.
Frog. You killed Frog, the corrupt guy.
Okay.
He yeah. It's alright. It's cool.
Right. Well, maybe we should speak to him. I mean, he could have some information about the Lost District itself.
Yeah, that's
And
possible.
maybe I want to find out a bit about what the Lost District is like. Maybe if we could get like a map of it, so we know where we're going, what to look out for, that kind of shit.
These are all good questions. Let's do this. So you want to talk to him for this?
I don't know anyone else.
You want to make a fortune roll and see if you know somebody?
Sure.
You're well connected. You're a noble. You can kind of make someone up.
Okay.
Like basically, what I'm invoking is somewhat like a burning wheel circles test to get something like this. You're a noble. You have connections. You're leveraging your social network to get you somebody who's like a expert on either historical maps or like occult knowledge, right?
I think I want an expert on the Lost District. Maybe someone who has
Oh, yeah, exactly.
dedicated their
Okay.
life to the research and such of Lost District.
Oh yeah, I got okay, cool. So that would give me a fortune roll.
Where am I rolling a fortune roll? What is this
So a
thing?
fortune roll is going to be actually I'm going to. You can roll it. It doesn't matter. It's going to be one die for each trait rating, and depending on our traits here, things will change. So you're a noble, so you probably have access to somebody. I mean, I don't know. You're not an academic though. So I think right now it's one die.
1d6, yeah. That's what
You have
you
one
want.
die, but you can improve this if you're willing to bargain with me why you would know somebody who does stuff in the Lost District. Like here's what this is what I'm saying. I'm saying, you know what? Like if I were
Give me a reason.
something I would like say to a GM who just asked me that, like I would put forward something like I had an ex-girlfriend who was in the academic circles. I'm gonna go try to talk to her, and like that would be worth a die. Like so something like that. What?
He's awake.
And with a camera?
Like, and he's on camera and
It's
everything.
like he's a real person now.
Oh my goodness. Just in time.
Oh boy. What's up?
Hallelujah.
Oh,
Hey.
you're awake. What is going on?
Man, I need a new ISP.
Oh
You've
Maybe
been
man.
having internet issues.
I've been having internet issues for like an hour. This has been bullshit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But hey.
Well,
No.
You're not too far into downtime, so you didn't miss too much.
Yeah, we're still getting stuff prepped up. We're
Wonderful.
doing some research on the Lost District. We're catching everything up. So I
Yeah.
have to fix the cameras, but you're good.
Good.
I've-
Good.
You look like you'd kind of be in like Greece or something.
I
Not quite.
I feel, as far as like knowing someone from the Lost District, maybe some of the underhanded, sly, shady kind of shit that happens in business. I've had some sort of connection with a contact in the Lost District who could get me things that weren't necessarily readily available in on the inside of the city.
That makes sense. But usually the people who handle that kind of stuff are the Circle of Flame.
Oh, dicks!
Yeah.
Maybe he's ex-Circle of Flame.
And they're currently not like the biggest fans of you, but they are like technically employing you for
Maybe
this right now.
they're
so.
not also the biggest fans.
If you want to go to the Circle of Flame and be like,
About.
I mean, actually using the Circle of Flame who are kind of hiring you to do this mission right now is not a bad idea.
I was gonna say maybe he's like he wasn't. He's like ex-Circle of Flame. Like he dropped out of it. He's like, fuck this. I don't believe in what they stand for anymore. I don't want nothing to do with this. And they don't particularly like him either.
Okay. Oh.
And he's like,
I like the. So you remember? Maybe your family had connections in the Circle of Flame, and like you're kind of like the black sheep who like didn't join them.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Because now that ties in with the dickhead who came around charging money.
Right. Exactly. That's why they know you and everything.
Yeah. He's like,
that sounds good.
You're Dex. You're the black sheep.
So I can't determine if that's a die for an advantage or a disadvantage. Let's go with advantage for now because they want this might be a way to recruit you, right? Maybe they want you to join the Circle of Flame the whole time.
So this is what 2d6.
Yeah, give me a 2d6.
All right.
So this is just a fortune roll. Oh, you got a 5. Awesome.
Boom.
Cool. So it's a mixed outcome or limited effect. So you go to the Circle of Flame, right? You go to their marketplace in the night market. You talk to somebody. You talk to the banker guy. You probably end up talking to the banker guy who came to your shop, I guess. And so he asks you, Fairfax, what do you want? How can I help? How can the Circle of Flame be of service?
I fucking hate that he calls me Fairfax. God damn it. So I say to him, listen. We didn't exactly get off on the right foot, but we are doing this job for you, and we're going to need as much help as possible going into the Lost District. And I myself do not know much of the Lost District, and I was wondering if there's anyone I can speak to, yourself or otherwise, that can inform me of the Lost District and its whereabouts. Well, not its whereabouts. Its happenings and what goes on there, and what I should be cautious and wary of.
Are you a lord? What's your proper title?
I would say so.
You are Lord because you're head of your house now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So he calls you Lord Fairfax. Yeah, it's like
okay.
I assure the Circle of Flame has entrusted me as the appropriate medium to interact with you, Lord Fairfax. I believe I'd be able to help you with any questions or concerns you have.
Okay. I'm trying to think of said specific questions.
He looks at his pocket watch and stuff. He's like, I don't have all day.
Okay. Sorry, I don't mean to impair on your time. Perhaps
maybe that's what happens with a 5 is that he has to get somewhere, so you have a limited amount of time to ask him questions.
Okay, can I flashback real quick to a conversation with Frasure?
Sure.
Cool.
What do you want? What kind of thing you want to ask him?
I want to be talking about
what questions you want to ask?
Pretty much before
I
head off, and go and speak to him.
Well, it could be a flashback where you're talking to Grimes right before she comes to see me too.
Because I have questions in mind. It's more prioritizing which questions are more important and which are going to help us most. So we could ask about the demon and who he is, what he is, how strong he is. We could ask about the general layout of the town, whether they have a map, things like that, so that we don't get lost. Lord Dexter, thank you. Or we could ask about any happenings that have been going on recently in the Lost District, dangers and cautions.
I think specifically weaknesses about the demon will be good because I have a sneaking suspicion once we get over there it won't be hard to find.
I like that.
Yeah.
Because it's probably pretty ballsy anyway, and it's probably like, I don't care if you find me or not, I'll kill you.
Okay, so I'm gonna get a personal profile of this mother effing demon. All right. Cool. So going back to the conversation, okay. So I don't want to waste your time, but do you have any information on the demon itself? Who or what it is? Its name? Whether it has any weaknesses that we can exploit in order to have somewhat of an easier time dealing with it?
Your liaison smirks And go ahead and roll. This would be a consort or sway, I guess. I don't know. Give me a roll for this, because this will determine how helpful and useful this information will be.
Okay. I'll go
basically,
with...
this basically determines for me how much they actually know about this.
So you want sway?
They say, like, well, yeah, he immediately says something to the effect of, like, well, if it was easy and we had all the information, we wouldn't be, just, like, you know, hiring this out. We would just do it ourselves.
Okay.
Our previously failed investments have indicated... ... roll for me. And I'll determine.
Okay, so what am I rolling? Sway? Consort?
Oh, you're the player, man. Tell me what you're rolling. What are you trying to do?
Sway. I'll roll sway on this.
Yeah.
What is my position? Oh, it's asking me for input value.
Yeah, so your position is standard.
So controlled.
Yeah, controlled. No, yeah. Well, it's controlled, risky, desperate. This is controlled. I mean, nothing.
And then it asks me for input value, controlled, risky, desperate. Then it says effect, standard, limited, great.
This is limited effect.
Limited. Extra input value, none. Oh my god, so many options. Oh my god, that's gorgeous. What is this?
Oh, you got a 6 though.
Oh,
Nice.
So you got this out of him. You eked this out of him because you kind of like were trying to bait him into saying something. He mentions that the demon. He refers to the demon as a she, although he doesn't know the name.
Okay.
And that and they mentioned something that the sunken city has, or the Lost District has become like really like kind of like muddy and like wet and damp, and they think that this creature is causing it.
So it's having like this negative gloom effect over the entire place.
Yeah, it's like turned the earth and soil around it into like just like quicksandy swamp.
Did I manage to get any information based on the weaknesses thing that I asked about? Anything we can
that's its affinity, so its weakness would be something that can counteract water, right?
Okay.
So we know that it's powered by water, but we don't know, like so basically this is the limited effect. They don't know what the actual counter to this monster is, but they know that its strength is water and water affinity. So they're like,
okay.
Fuck. Okay. Don't use fire. It's like,
okay.
Right?
But let's go.
They're like, I don't know, electricity. Like they're like, yeah, like we think that using electricity would work.
What?
Possibly.
Do we have to make a thunder gun?
I'm feeling more like we get some cleric action up in this shit. We get some sunlight rays all up in this bitch and fucking.
Oh yeah, sun, because you know it's so much of that in Duskvol.
Apparently, yeah, right. Apparently, the monster has a propensity for using the turning the earth to liquid, sinking buildings and things like that. Into just like basically damp swamp cavern. Imagine like Greek ruins, like just like sunken in swamps kind of stuff. It's kind of what this thing has turned the Lost District into. It was not originally like this. It was actually very much looking like Duskvol, only it's been like the demon's been here so long that it's marshified. Exactly.
Nice.
Marshified is a word now.
It is a word. I'm claiming that.
Yeah.
So before he leaves, I want to say, if you don't mind, may I escort you to where it is that you're going? I have one more question for you.
He's like, no, you may not, but please ask your question. As he's like putting away his books and ledgers and stuff.
Do you by any chance have a map of the Lost District? Something to avoid us getting lost there.
No, but he's like, no, but your father does. Or did. And puts things away.
Oh, okay.
Which means he's indicating that it's actually that you might have one in your house somewhere.
Okay. Well, what's his name?
Your father?
No.
This banker guy. I guess I don't know what I originally said it was, but for what it is, his name, he goes by Mr. Slane.
Slane. Okay. Thank you for your time, Mr. Slane. That'll be all right. Pleasure doing business as always. And I leave. And I'm like,
he gives you like a very limp handshake. Like he doesn't
the
care.
reasonably positive outlook that I've had whilst talking to him completely vanishes as soon as I turn my back. My face just drops. I'm like, this guy, I fucking hate him. I will kill him one day.
Oh yeah.
And I leave.
Okay. Cool.
So,
And to quickly,
Noogie, what's up, man? What are you doing?
hey, they were going to give us some stuff, weren't they?
They could.
Have they done that?
No,
we
it's
haven't
available.
done it, but they were gonna help
No.
us in any way possible. They
And
said.
remember, in mostly in Blades, like you just declare what loadout you go on before you go on a mission, and then you say what stuff you have. So don't worry about that.
Okay. I was just wondering if they gave us anything special for killing demons.
No, not right now. But you can. But don't worry about that unless you want to do like a flashback or something like that, right?
You know, yeah, I'm going to use my 2 downtime options. 1 to train insight.
Okay.
And the second to acquire an asset. That asset being an awesome thunder gun. That is really, really good for
thunder gun.
Yes.
Hey Badger, where you at?
I'm basically going to go to Badger and say, "Hey Badger, we have the backing of these people. Go nuts."
Oh, he knows. They're the fuckers who own the deed to his property.
Yeah. So I'm just going to tell him like, hey, we're going to take as much as we can from them.
Okay.
Training, I just get that. I'll just mark that here.
Okay, cool. This is going to cost you. This is going to be limited effect because you're not going to be able to get a lot out of these guys. If we're playing, like, if this was Darkest Dungeon, they're basically giving you, like, the minimum amount of food and torches, right? And there's, like, go, right? They don't want to give you that much. So this would be, so you're going to have to roll to determine this effect. Dude, yo, you're typing. You're typing really loud.
Oh, sorry, I thought I muted my mic.
No.
Now
So-
it's muted. Enjoy.
yeah.
Sorry.
So, this is what you got to do. You're going
Let me
to...
just remind myself. I'll be rolling tier.
Yep.
Plus 1 if I used a friend, using a
Yes.
friend in contact. I believe that's everything I can get.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. And you can spend coin to augment it after the fact.
After the fact? Okay.
Yeah, you can spend coin to boost your roll up by the amount of coin you want to spend, so you can get something of equal tier and stuff like that. So acquiring an asset, you basically always get the asset. It just determines the quality that you get.
Right. Anyway, I have 2d6, so let's see how that goes.
Yeah. Got a 5. Okay, cool.
That's decent.
Yeah. This
I
gun
believe
won't
that's
break
complete.
upon the first time you fire it.
Good.
Yeah.
Kind
Okay.
use a standard. All right.
Fuck. What? So you acquired a thunder gun, a gun that shoots
Yeah.
lightning, right?
I did.
So I guess. Okay, so you guys are tier 1, and you guys made this thing.
We did.
So what would like a tier 5 thunder gun look like? You know what I mean? So like, what would a tier
Yeah.
1 like? This, I feel like you have to get close to use this. This is not.
I think you do. I think
like-
like a tier 5 one would be like a standard issue military lightning gun.
This is what I'm going to give you.
Strapped.
You basically have. Okay, so you weren't able to make a gun of this, but you have a reliable stun, like a electric baton kind of thing, right?
Like Badger just took like a lightning
Yeah.
pillar and just put a cone on it to make it go forwards.
Yeah, like it won't. Maybe if you like can like overcharge it, it can like do a blast and then it has to like recharge or something. But like most of it is like it's reliable if you hit someone with it, right?
Okay.
I think that's the 5 instead of a 6.
Okay. What would happen?
Does that
if
make
I
sense?
was
Is that
just
fair?
like,
Does that sound fair, guys? Is that too
I
much?
think
Is
it
that
does, yeah.
robbing you too much for a 5? I don't know.
that's
Okay.
That's cool.
That sounds like a standard
Yeah.
makeshift lightning gun.
Yeah. It turns out it's really hard to shoot electricity. So
Yes, it is.
that's what he finds out. But the good news is that you can.
It's
It's
equipment that
yeah.
shoot electricity.
Cool. This is good. It's also that's also good against ghosts and demons, right?
Wonderful.
The electro fence stuff is good against ghosts, right? So like this gives you potency against ghosts as well as demons.
Wonderful. Okay, that's my dad.
Well, this particular demon. I should also mention. Okay, cool. Any other downtime act? No, I think that's all the downtime actions. No, Dex, did you have? No, you just did yours. Frasure, I think you had one left. And then we'll jump in to the mission. We'll go to break and then go to mission.
Oh yeah. I want to do like a characterization thing for him. So I want to start a downtime action. But what it looks like is I think that he goes to like a market or something and starts like buying food from like a marketplace and stuff. And it's probably like what him and his wife used to do when he would like get off of base and stuff. They would like go shopping and have
like farmers market kind of shit.
Yeah, farmers market. Yeah,
I thought I was fucked up.
Yeah. So he's like completely lost in his grief again and indulging in it and stuff. And I think what he does is he like has like oysters or something, and as it like washes down his mouth, he decides that he's not going to put up with it anymore, and the downtime action is he's going to rip his wife out of the bowels of hell. That's his like long-term project.
Is that a long-term action?
So that's the project.
What?
The project is going to save his wife.
Yeah, save her. So I'm thinking of What Dreams May Come, Robin Williams. Where he goes to hell to like rip her out. You know, it's such a good movie. You should watch it. Yeah.
Dante's Inferno kind of shit going on.
Yeah.
Furious Googling.
That's gonna be an 8. That's gonna be an 8 clock. I'm gonna put 1 out of 8 down.
How on earth do you presume we get her out of hell?
Well, who knows yet?
It's kind of crazy.
Actually, I'm gonna make that's gonna be a 0 out of 8 right now. But you have decided that this is the project that you want to initiate.
Yeah, and like
you're going to need to talk. I'm gonna tell you this right now. You're going to need to talk to a whisperer or something about this.
Okay. Yeah, and like in that movie, hell is for like she committed suicide, and hell is forgetting who you are. So she's just like alone in hell and forgets who she is, and he has to go in there and like pervade into like her area of not remembering who she is, and he starts to forget who she is.
That's funny because that's kind of like being a genie and getting what you wish for. It's like wishing that yourself is gone, and so you just kind of like forget who you are.
Yeah.
But so you're going to get a whisper, and you know that no one has ever been resurrected without a body before. Like, so
Doesn't need to be her body. Just saying.
Yeah.
So there is no. So here's the thing. So like we said get her out of hell. There is no hell. There is no metaphysical place other than this plane. That's the problem with Duskvol, is that it's post-apocalyptic and the gates of the dead have opened up. It's here. So the soul of your wife is somewhere here.
Okay. So maybe the downtime action to begin the clock then is maybe, you know how when I first introduced the character, I came off the boat and I threw like the duffel bag on the dock and everything? Yeah. Maybe now we see him like dragging a coffin off of that boat, and then we cut somewhere else or something, and it says like, oh.
So you have the body of your wife somewhere? Is that what you're saying?
Like maybe I got it.
I mean, I'm fine with that because that's fucking weird, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're like preserving your wife?
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not the only one with a fucked up life.
Fuck.
And like I think he brought her here to either bury her or like make his peace with it, and then as he's like washing the oyster down or whatever, he like decides he's not going to do either of that, and he's going to bring her back.
There's one last question I have before we go to break for you on that, though. If you do not dispose of the body within 3 days, they rise as a ghost. What did you do?
Maybe I like covered it in some sort of liquid that makes it so it doesn't do that to the body.
Okay, sure, no problem. Yeah, so you got someone to do this for you to keep it preserved. Okay.
And maybe that's why I have no coin too. Is because
Yeah.
like I spent all
You
this.
spend your money on a fucking alchemist or a leech to do this for you.
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right, I know exactly who you talked to.
Cool.
You know her name. You know her name was Belle. She's a
Belle?
leech. Yeah,
Like
Belle.
Belle.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
This was here or over where I came from or whatever.
No, this was somewhat the person that you did this back in Scotland referred you to this person here for future things to keep her going. Right?
Okay. So the
I have a colleague named Belle. She can get you set up when you go to Duskvol. Right.
Okay. Cool. So should I add that to my sheet?
Yeah, make a note of that. It's Belle. When was the last time you saw her? Like, was it recent? Would this have been something like now, like for this project, you probably would have like seen her or something?
Yeah, maybe.
With that in mind?
Maybe I had it covered, and then I had to go. They said like go to Belle here to keep her covered, because otherwise she's gonna rise or something.
So you find out that you find that Belle is not in her normal spot, but she's easy to track down because you learn that she is under the employ of a powerful noble named Lord Scurlock.
Oh, Scurlock.
So you actually go to his
mansion.
You go to his mansion. You go to his mansion to meet with her, and Belle has like a ridiculous like greenhouse, botany, like botanical gardens thing set up.
Okay.
You know that she grows a lot of nightshade.
So
Belle-
is it like so it's like really like humid, and she's like.
Yeah,
So
she's like tending,
probably-
she's pruning her plants and stuff as you come in, you know.
And I'm all like sweating and stuff, and she's completely fine and
Yeah,
just like
she-
do.
Yeah. She's like, and she probably tells you some kind of like random esoteric knowledge about the plant that she's working on. She's like, you got to keep this straight, like, without too much sunlight, because otherwise, like, the flower wilts or whatever and stuff like that. You know, she's like very,
Precise.
yeah. Yeah, she's extremely precise and calculating, right?
Mhm.
So, okay.
Yeah. Sweet.
And she's like, yeah, like leave your money. The things like, yeah, like what you're looking for is, and she's like maybe like hands you the sack of like these seeds or whatever. She's like, grind them up and rub it on the body. They'll keep it good for a week.
Can
Awesome.
you poison demons? I wonder.
Good question. Yeah, maybe the process. Oh yeah, I think the process does somewhat like serve as like a mummification process, Mr. Worst. That's a really good idea.
Yeah, because it's like you can't have the best of both worlds, otherwise everyone would keep the bodies around.
Yeah. So, and this is costly. Like, this is not something that people like. You know, keeping a body around is hard.
I got money.
Especially like, you know, spirit wardens are like, what are you doing? I see you got a body over there. That's not right. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
What you doing?
So yeah, this is illegal. Just letting you, for the record. But
It's like everything else we do.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it doesn't make a change. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's go to break, and then we'll come back and we'll roll the engagement rolls and start our missions and stuff, because downtime is over. Boom.
Sweet.
Awesome, guys. We'll see you guys in 5 minutes.
In a bit.